And Jesus comes up there and, oh, ye of little faith. Because you ain't got no faith that we coming out of this storm alive. You ain't got no faith that we coming out of this storm better than what we did going into it. You have no faith at all. And by you having no faith, it causes you to perish. By having no faith at all, it's going to cause you to perish. Oh, ye of little faith.
What's going on, y'all? It's Coach Williz, man, and this is the Be Easy Show, man. You know, on the Be Easy Show, man, we cover topics about success. We learned about why success is personal, what success means to a community, right? And what is the driving force that makes us wake up every single day and go after the things that we want in our life. This is the Be Easy Show, man, so be easy.
What's going on, y'all? It's Coach Williz, and once again, we are back, man. We are back. Once again, we're back with another Motivational Monday, y'all. 6 p.m. as always, man. We back at it. I just want to appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for showing up, man. And I guess we'll just, before we get too far into it, man, the YouTube channel is up. The YouTube channel is up, y'all. Take the time, man. Go subscribe, go like, comment, share it, man. The YouTube channel is up. We'll be coming out no different than we get on here every single week. We get on here every single week. We'll be getting on and going on the YouTube channel every single week, man. Every single week. We come out with a new episode every Sunday, 7 a.m. Every single Sunday, 7 a.m. We'll come out with a new channel or a new show for the channel. The channel is called the Be Eazy Show. Go search it, the Be Eazy Show, man. No different. It's by Coach Williz, myself. Coach Williz, Williz with a Z. Go check us out on YouTube, man. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, all that stuff, man. Share, get the word out there and help spread, man. It's no different. We'll be spreading the positivity, man, the personal development, and helping getting out the word the way we know how to do best, man. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We're just going to go ahead and get right into it, man. The topic that we're going into this week, man, is the storm brings life. The storm brings life. And as much as complicated as that may sound, like we're going through storms and trials and tribulation in our life, the storm brings life. And what I mean by that, the storm bringing life, is simply that the way that we're going to go and we're going to grow is by the storm, because of all the things that the storm brings, y'all. And what we don't understand is that we need darkness in our life, right? It's not that we need continuous darkness, but we need it in our life. The same thing, we need rain, right? We need heavy winds. We need these things in our life, and they bring growth, man. They bring forth new life. And that's sometimes what we need, y'all. It's crazy, man. It was Rick Ross that said it, man. Rick Ross said, I'm happy Donald Trump became the president because we got to destroy before we elevate. And what you know by that is that destruction, sometimes that moving and that parting of ways and that getting rid of things, that brings forth new life, that brings forth growth, that brings forth new room and new areas for things to just grow upon, y'all. But sometimes we get so restricted because we hold on to these old things and we let these things weigh us down. We don't give ourselves even room to grow these things, room to put these things there, room to even allow new things to come in. Right? But sometimes that storm allows for that stuff to happen. That storm allows for that rainwater to push that stuff away and that erosion to take it away. That storm allows for those things to be able to be parted and they be able to be moved and they be able to be separated, and you can bring new things in. The storm brings life. The storm brings life. And simply, man, the best way I can understand it is the way I see it, man, is that simply when I stopped playing sports, man. I stopped playing sports, and I'll let y'all know at the beginning, man, sports was my whole attachment. Sports was what I thought my vision was in life. Sports was what I thought everything was going to be. I thought that everything in my life was centered around sports. So when I stopped playing sports, and when I started realizing, like, man, there's other things out here to do, right? But at the time, I didn't understand that, right? I was just done playing sports. And by me being done playing sports, it forced me, right? I forced myself into that storm, because I was going through this loss and this transition of trying to figure out what I was outside of sports, man. This is dude I listened to, he called it PTSD, post-traumatic sports disorder, right? When you stop playing sports and you just don't know who you are as a person anymore because you centered your whole life around sports. right? And it's not just sports. You may center your whole life around school, and now you out of school and don't understand who you are outside of doing your grades and outside of just going to class. You don't understand who you are outside of school, right? It could be that job that you thought that you were supposed to go all the way with, and you end up getting fired, or it's not working out for you. And now you're trying to figure out what you are outside of that, right? All these other things, that relationship, those friends didn't work out. And now you got to figure out who you are outside of that stuff. So it was the same way with me with sports. I had to figure out who I was outside of the sports. And at the time, I didn't know. I thought that I was only sports. I thought that I was going to go play college ball, right? I was going to graduate from college. And after I graduated from college, I thought that I was going to go to the league. I thought that I was going to go all the way with sports. That was my vision for years and years and years. And then when I stopped playing sports and I started realizing, like, man, this may not be everything that I do. So I stopped playing sports, man. And now I'm forced to start figuring out who I am outside of sports. So I didn't do it right away, and I didn't even know right away that the things that I needed to do. So what did I do? What did I start doing instantly? The first thing I started to do was I dove heavy into work. So the job that I had at the time, little minimum wage job, I started trying to work more hours there, right? I started trying to work longer shifts, and I tried to start working more days. And then when I got out of high school, I went and picked up another job, and I started working more and more and more. And just I thought that accumulating more money was going to help me get to the vision that I thought was in my life. I thought that was what I was supposed to do, right? You understand? I'm lost, right? I can't really see what's coming, right? It's things just pounding on me. They coming at me left and right, and I'm trying to figure out which one is the right way to go. What is the right thing to do? What is the right thing to listen to? The right thing to follow, right? That's no different than a storm. A storm has you in confusion of what's coming next. When are these winds going to stop smacking? When are these winds going to stop blowing on here? When is the water going to start moving? When is it going to stop moving? When is it going to stop, like, pushing the boat and shifting the boat and going left and right and left and right? When is it going to stop? You in the storm right now. You see what I'm saying? You in the storm. And by me going through this storm, me pushing through this storm, but I realized, okay, look, I'm in the storm. That's cool, man. That's cool. So it really started to click to me, right? When I was working both of those jobs and I had all that money. I want to say, man, the first purchase I made, man, the first big purchase I made with all that money that I bought was I had bought a new motor. I had paid a mechanic to put a new motor into my car. Yeah, it was a new motor in my 92 Honda Accord. Put a new motor in the car. And I think it was like $1,500, man. And like I said, man, I was working this minimum wage job. Well, at the beginning, I was cooking. Then I started delivering at this place. And when I started delivering, my car was a 92 Honda Accord, man. It was 25 years old. And I started delivering. And my transmission couldn't take all that stopping and starting and stopping and starting and getting out the car, getting in the car, you know what I'm saying, all this other stuff. So my transmission started slipping. And my transmission had broke. So you know what I'm saying? If I can't deliver, I don't have a job. So I ended up quitting that job because my car stopped working. Right? Then next thing comes around, right? I'm serving at this other job I'm at. I'm serving tables and everything. What I realized that I thought at first serving tables was gonna be my thing. Because me being a people's person, me liking to talk, me liking to be around people and all that stuff, I thought serving was gonna be my thing. But then I started to realize that serving really wasn't my thing, because these people ain't here. They ain't coming in here to have a conversation. They not coming in here to really get to know their server. They not coming in here, you know what I'm saying, to have none of it. One thing they coming in here to do is get their food, have a good time with the people that they came in here to chill with, and then they want to get out. That's it. That's it. That's all. They just want you to get their order right. That's the only thing they really want their server to do. Get their order right and make sure drinks stay in their cup. That's it. So I was like, man, this really ain't the thing for me. This occupation really ain't the thing. So I ended up leaving both of them jobs. Now I ain't got no streams of income, right? So I said, first I was playing sports. I thought sports was the way. Then I'm starting to make a little money, and I thought money was the way. I lose both of these things. I'm not playing sports no more. I don't have any more money coming in. So now I'm really like, man, what am I supposed to be doing? You know what I'm saying? Make sense of the situation. What am I supposed to be doing? Somebody tell me here. So I'm like, man, this ain't working out. So what I started doing was simply, I started stopping and being with myself. I started asking myself these questions that I tell y'all all the time. Y'all need to be asking yourself these questions. Y'all need to be asking yourself, what is success to you? What is love to you, right? What is your vision to yourself, right? Because when I was playing sports, I was taking on my community's vision. Because every time I would go out, everybody would ask me, young man, you play sports, you play ball? And when I told them I played ball, I would see that look on their face like, oh, yeah, he's doing something with his life. Right? And I thought that I was really doing something with my life because I was making all them satisfied by me playing ball. But what I didn't understand is that was their vision that they was putting on me to play ball. As if I thought the only thing that I could do was be a ball player. But there's really a lot of other things out there that I could be doing, but I'm limiting myself because I'm only playing ball. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot more things that I could be doing out there. So, like I said, man, now I'm not playing sports. I'm not making money. So now I got to figure out, well, what is the vision for me, man? What is the vision for me? So I started taking time with myself, man. The first thing I started doing, man, I was going on these walks because, like I said, I didn't have no job. And I was in college, but I was only in college 2 days a week. So the other days, I'm still waking up like I'm going to class. But I was like, man, I'm going to just go for a walk. So I started walking and just listening to myself and asking myself those questions, man, what is success to me? Right? What is love to me? What is my vision? What is happiness to me in my life? Right? Before it is to somebody else, before I go speak to somebody else and ask them, hey man, what is this? What is that? Let me figure out what it is for myself. So I can have a vision over, hey man, I may want to do this, I may not want to do that with my life. You know? So I started doing that, man. Then the next thing it led to was journaling. Then after I started journaling, I started figuring out more clarity and everything. I started doing other things, right? So I started taking on all these other things that was coming along, maybe these businesses that was happening and all these other things that I started trying to get into, maybe drop shipping, e-commerce, and all these other things that I was finding myself getting into. And what I didn't understand was at the time I didn't put a name on it. But now when I look back at it, I can put a name on it. Is that you was in the storm. You was in the storm for years because look, I started playing sports when I was 17. And y'all see me on here now, and I'm trying to come out with content consistently. I told y'all what I'm trying to do, the personal development coach, and I'm trying to do all these things. I told you about the YouTube channel, the podcast. I'm on here on live and everything. You see me doing this stuff now. You see me trying to help you and walk you through these things now. This wasn't something that just came overnight. This was constant effort, me trying to figure out what works for me, what doesn't work for me. What do I like to do, what I don't like to do. And that was constant effort of numerous times going in and out and figuring out, man, this may not be for me. This may be for me. It was a lot of trial and error. But what I didn't understand is at the time is that I was in the storm. But by being in the storm, not shying away from the storm, because I could have simply been like, oh, okay. Because I got homies that when they stopped playing sports, when they got out of high school and they went to play college ball, right, they played at one college, then they went to the next college, then they went to the next college, then they went to the next college, and they just kept playing sports and sports and sports. And they was trying to figure out how they was going to get to the league because they was so attached to that thing, because they was trying to avoid the storm of what life was going to be like when they didn't play the sport. What life was going to be like if they didn't have that thing that they thought that they were supposed to have. You see what I'm saying? I ask myself that all the time, and I was writing the other day, man, and I was talking about a vision. I was talking about having the personal touch of a vision. And I was writing in there and everything, and I was thinking like, man, I need you to understand what your vision is for you. So by you having your own personal vision, I need you to understand what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Right? What you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept based on the vision that you have. So I was in there writing, man, and I was telling myself like, look, man, my vision, as I tell you all the time, the reason why I get on here on live, y'all, is not just so I can blow up and I have a lot of subscribers and people can know who my name is. No, my vision of being on here is trying to give hope to the hopeless, right? It's trying to help people become their best self. Trying to help people understand that they have the power to become their best self. So I'm in there writing in the thing, man. I was like, look, oh, that didn't say make a lot of money. That didn't say live in a big house. My vision isn't to travel the world. Those are just things that I want in my life, me personally. I want in my life. But after I wrote after that, I was like, man, whether I earn a lot of money in my life, whether I get the big house, and whether I travel the world or not, I should be good. I should be good. You see what I'm saying? I should be good. As long as I'm able to give hope to the hopeless. Nipsey Hussle said it in a song. He said, where did you give hope where the hopeless was at? Where did you do it? When did you do it? When did it happen? And that's what I'm trying to achieve. So as long as I'm able to do that, as long as I'm able to keep coming out with content, every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year, coming out with content that helps people understand that they have the power to do the exact thing that they want to do. They have the power to make that vision that they envision every single day become a reality. They have the power to do those things. I feel accomplished. I feel accomplished. And that's me personally, right? Do I want to live in a nice house? For sure. Do I want to have a lot of money? For sure. Do I want to travel the world? No doubt. But I should be able to still sleep good at night, whether my bank account is sitting at 100 million or $1, right? I should be able to still sleep good at night knowing that somebody was able to gain hope out of that, right? You see what I'm saying? So, but like I was saying before, I got friends, man, they still scared to detach themselves from that because they made their entire life. They made their entire life these sports. And when you go away from that, right, it's a storm happening. Something is about to change. Something is not going to be the same when we come out of this. We had those ice storms that happened last year in October. We had those ice storms that happened. And what in Oklahoma City or in Oklahoma, those ice storms hit, what happened? Trees started falling down. Power started going out. Right? And then after all this ice melts away, now you look outside, none of the trees look the same. The environments that you drove past every single day, they don't look the same now. Things have changed because they went through a storm. They're not the exact same as they was before they went through that storm. And what that allows is not all the trees fell out of the ground and they were just over and they all died. That wasn't what happened. But a lot of those trees, man, those branches fall. They fall into the ground. A lot of us, we didn't have the time to get out there and move those branches, take them to the curb so they can get picked up. But those branches that didn't get touched, they fall on the ground. They decay. They bring forth new life. Fungi and bacteria come in and everything. And they decompose of it. Right? And it fertilizes the soil. And it brings forth new life. Those trees that still stood, even though they may have lost some branches, allows for more branches to grow. More branches to sprout. More branches to spread. More leaves to come about. More room for birds to come in and sit on a tree. More room for all these other things that's going to help grow the ecosystem just in that one little tree there. So imagine all the ones that were hit in that ice storm. Yes, it may have been tragic that some had to die. Some had to fall off. We had to get rid of some things in our life. I had to give up the vision that I was going to make it to the league. I had to give up to the vision that I wasn't going to do these things that I thought that I was going to do at times. I may have had to let those things go, and that is okay. But now with moving into the storm, what I understand, if I stop avoiding the storm and I allow myself to go through the storm, I allow myself the opportunity to come out a new being. You see what I'm saying? I went through something. I transformed myself. You see? By the transforming of my mind, I transformed myself. I didn't come out with a whole new body just because I stopped playing sports. That ain't what happened. You know, I didn't lose all belief in myself just because I stopped playing sports. No, I changed my mindset on these things, man. I changed my mindset. I stopped seeing the world in this clouded perspective that I was seeing it in before. And I tell you all the time, if you're going to have a vision, you're going to need those blinders up. It's no doubt about it. Because if you got a vision and you moving in this direction, you're going to need those blinders up. Because by having those blinders up, you allow yourself to not do certain things. You see what I'm saying? 6 o'clock, I got to be on here. I just got done playing basketball. I could have easily kept running other games and staying outside and looking for other games to play. But my vision, my vision said, hey, man, you can't do that. You already made an obligation. You told people that you was going to be doing something, and now you here. So get it done. You see what I'm saying, man? So, man, I had to stop avoiding the storm. And when I allow myself to sit in the storm, when I allow stuff to start raining on me, man. Like I said, man, I lost both of my cars. You think it was easy getting around without a car? You think it was fun taking public transportation to get to where I wanted to go to? You think it was fun having to share cars with my parents? You think it was fun having to wait for somebody to come pick me up so I could go somewhere? You think that stuff was fun? You think I really enjoyed that, huh? Do you think I really enjoyed walking around not knowing if, oh, maybe I'm going to be doing this with my life, or maybe I should be doing that with my life? Not having no vision, walking around as if I don't have anything to offer to the world, walking around as if I have no purpose in life because I didn't know. But if I would have kept avoiding that storm and just kept leaning on, oh, they told me growing up that you had to make a lot of money and that money was going to bring you happiness, because I'm avoiding that storm that was going to make me become who I was supposed to be. That storm was going to cause me to change because now I understand what I want. So now I got to be willing to go through this thing so I can get what I want. Right? You see what I'm saying? You moving in this direction, you doing this certain thing. So, man, I had to start changing, man. First things first, man, is don't avoid the storm. That's the first thing. Do not avoid the storm. Do not shy away from it. Don't be scared about it. Right? Embrace that storm, y'all. Embrace it. You see that storm looking at you in the face? You see it coming along? Right? Embrace it. And I'm not talking about all the natural things, man. Yeah, but tornadoes coming, yeah, I'm telling you, take cover, man. Take cover. But as far as the storm that's coming up here, y'all prepare yourself for it. That's what I'm saying. We're not talking about some literal hurricane. We're not talking about some literal tornado. We're not talking about an ice storm coming in, right? We're not talking about that stuff. We're talking about the storm that's happening here. Right? So the first thing, man, is embrace it. Embrace that that storm is going to come. Embrace that everything is not going to be the way that you see it today. That storm is going to happen. It's going to change some things for sure. But the second thing I need y'all to understand, I need you to have faith going through that storm. Oh, ye of little faith. Oh, ye of little faith, man. Oh, you got little faith, huh? So you didn't think that you was going to come through it. Look, that's what was crazy, man. I remember, like I told y'all, man, I lost both of my cars. So now I got to take public transportation. I remember one day, man, I got off the bus and I had a routine kind of to keep myself energized and keep myself up. But one of the songs I listened to every single day when I was on that bus coming home was Love Yours by J. Cole. Was Love Yours. I listened to that song every single day. Right? Because sitting on that bus wasn't the best thing, man. It wasn't that fun. And it may not have been the best practice, but I kept telling myself, I'm not like these other people on here, bro. You know, like I'm not without hope in my life, right? I'm not without chance in my life. I'm not without opportunity. I'm not without a calling in my life. You see? And it's no disrespect to anybody that's on public transit. I understand, right? I understand you may have to go through that season. But staying there and saying that I'm beneath this because I'm doing this, right? I didn't let the public transportation, I didn't let it break me. So I'm listening to that song every single day, man. I get off the bus, man. And I remember one of my homies that I grew up with, man, he drives past me. He sees me get off the bus and onto the bus stop. And he drives past me. He was like, hey, man, Isaiah, like, you on the bus? You on the bus? I said, yeah, man. And I got off the bus smiling. I was singing, you know what I'm saying? Love Yours, smiling, everything like I did every single day when I got off the bus. And he happened to be driving past me. He was like, I said, you on the bus? I was like, yeah. He was like, you smiling, bro? He's like, you not mad about that? He's like, you could have called, somebody could have came and got you. I said, nah, man, I'm good. I'm good, man. Like, I'm good. I'm dead serious. I'm good. You know, because I understood that it wasn't going to always be like this. Right? But I'm not going to dread this season that I'm in right now. Because I got faith that I'm coming out of this storm. There's a story, man, that they tell in my church, man. My pastor always tells it, man, about a man sitting in a river, right? He's sitting on a river, right? And it looks, you can't see the man. All you can see is his hat. And his hat is just the brim, just barely above the water. And it's a man in a boat. And the man on the boat, he reaches down and tries to grab that hat. Right? He reaches down and tries to grab that hat. But the man on the mule says, don't touch my hat. I'm on a good mule and I'm coming up out of here. I'm on a good mule and I'm coming up out of here. Don't touch this hat. Don't take it off because I'm not done. I'm not drowning. I'm not going under. Don't touch this hat. I'm coming out of this. So by simply saying that, look, man, oh, ye of little faith. Because as Jesus was telling his disciples, because they were scared, because the winds was hitting the boat and the sea was hitting the boat and it was moving the boat and they thought, we're surely gonna die. You talking about the 12 disciples, these same disciples that was bringing healing, right? These same disciples that was casting out devils. You talking about these same disciples was on this boat, scared for their life because the winds is coming in and the storm is coming in. They terrified, man. And Jesus comes up there and, oh, ye of little faith. Because you ain't got no faith that we coming out of this storm alive. You ain't got no faith that we coming out of this storm better than what we did going into it. You have no faith at all. And by you having no faith, it causes you to perish. By having no faith at all, it's going to cause you to perish. Oh, ye of little faith. And what did Jesus come up there and do? Calm the winds and calm the sea. Because I know we coming out of this alive, man. I know we coming out of this alive. I'm not discouraged. Yes, sometimes I may get angry. Yes, sometimes I may get nervous. Yes, that does happen. But the only thing I fear is God. That's it. The only thing I fear is God. That's it. Because look, this is the thing. I give y'all this last point, man. We wrapping up on time. I got to get up out. But fear is something. Fear is going to keep you from doing something, right? Fear is going to keep you from doing something. Nervousness is going to have you on the fence. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I'm not going to do this. That's nervousness. Like, I don't really know. When I used to play sports and I would get up to the first at bat before the game would even start, I would be nervous before the game because I didn't know what was coming. I didn't know what was coming. I didn't know how good the other team was. I didn't know what. I was nervous. But I wasn't fearful because I still showed up to play the game. But I was nervous because I didn't know if I was going to go through and finish the whole game or not. You see? But faith. So you got fear is going to keep you from doing it. Nervousness is going to have you on the fence. I don't know if I want to do it. Don't. You don't know. But faith, no matter what, if you got faith, you're going to go through it. No matter what storm comes your way. No matter what team try to bother you, right? No matter what team try to step up to the court and try to face us off against you. No matter what, you going to step up and you going to fight because you got faith. And by having faith, you understand no matter what is coming your way, I'm going to be able to endure to the end. I'm telling y'all, man, embrace the storm. Embrace the storm. Right? What they say, April showers brings May flowers. But if you don't get no rain, what's going to happen? You're going to have a drought and things is going to die either way. So you might as well go through that storm and get to the other side of that storm so you can reap in new life. First things first, man, endure. Man, embrace it, y'all. Embrace it, man. No matter what, it's going to come. And I'm not talking about a literal storm. I'm talking about the one up here. Because I was confused with myself. I thought that I was going to play sports. Sports didn't work out. Who am I? I thought that I was going to make a lot of money at an early age. It didn't happen right away. Who am I? You see? I thought that these relationships that I was having with friends and women, I thought that they was going to work out. Didn't. Who am I? And I'm having to keep asking myself, right? I'm going to war with myself up here. And one of the confusions that I was having, I was going to war with myself up here because I was trying to be at peace with everything out there. I was trying to please everybody else. Like I said, I was playing sports because everybody else told me that that's what you were supposed to be doing. Nipsey Hussle said, man, would you rather be at war with yourself and peace with the world, or at war with the world but at peace with yourself? You know? But you can't go get at peace with yourself if you don't embrace that storm. Take that storm on, y'all. Don't shy away from it. Embrace it. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. Right? Inky Johnson said, look, man, you either going into a storm, in a storm, or you coming out of it. One of the three. But be prepared at all times for no matter which one you in. You see? So embrace that storm, man. And the second one, have faith. Have faith that you're going to get through that storm. You know? Oh, ye of little faith, y'all. Oh, ye of little faith. That little bit of faith that you think, oh, you know what I'm saying? He said have the faith of a mustard seed. Yeah. But if you have faith of a mustard seed, then yeah, you good. But when you sitting in the boat and you nervous out of your mind, you fearful, you ain't got no faith. No matter how big or small it is, you have none at all. Because you being fearful. Because you being nervous. You ain't got no faith at all. So don't try to hit me with, oh, we supposed to have it like a mustard seed. It's supposed to just be real small. It's going to move a mountain if it's like that. I mean, get out of here. You ain't got none at all. Because you scared of the storm coming along. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I get nervous at times. Yes, I do get fearful and I want to do certain things. But I have to keep coming back to myself and telling myself over and over again, look, you got to embrace it. No matter what storm you in, you got to embrace it. And you got to have faith that you're going to get through this storm, man. You got to have faith that you're going to get through this storm. So first, man, embrace the storm. Second, have faith that you're going to get through the storm, man. So like I said, man, every single Monday, man, we're going to be getting on here. Y'all already know. 6 p.m., man, Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. We're going to be getting on here and going live every single Monday, y'all. Check me out. And like I said, the YouTube channel is back. And it's here to stay this time, y'all. It's back and it's here to stay this time. Unless, once again, maybe, you know what I'm saying, the people end up doing something. But other than that, it's here to stay. So every single Sunday at 7 a.m., we will be dropping a new YouTube channel. We're getting on the progress of getting all the podcast platforms right now. We got Spotify going right now. We got Rocket Cast going right now. No, Pocket Cast going right now. And we're coming with we're about to get on SoundCloud, Apple. We're about to get on all the other platforms. So stay tuned for that. The announcements will be coming soon for that. But every single Monday, we will be on Instagram Live, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Check us out. Follow the YouTube channels, man. Subscribe to them. Like, comment, share. Do the same for the social media channels, man. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, y'all. Get on there. Show love, family. Like the pictures. Comment. Follow, man. Follow the movement. And share it, man, because somebody else may need this touch, man. So it's Coach Willis on here once again, y'all. Be easy.